I am just dying to know this story. Maybe
Jesus.
it's not as good, but I hope it is.
It's really not.
Okay, so Friday night we are going. We do the our traditional fantasy football league with our friend group, spouses, all that. We're at Austin and Naoko's house.
Which is not normally where it happens.
Not normally where it happens. Already throwing Juan Magoo a curveball. So we're over because the clubhouse there is closed, or we just don't go there. It was hot. Air conditioner was out. No thanks. So we go over to Austin and Naoko's house. We're talking about the podcast in the backyard. You're just,
ripping the smokes.
ripping
the black and milds.
That's what they say. And I leave my laptop there, of all things. I remembered the beer, but I forgot the laptop.
Priorities.
And so the next day, while you're giving him shit about the Oregon game, Braxton goes, yeah, well, at least I didn't almost burn down Austin and Naoko's house.
And listen, I take full responsibility for the scare, but I do have to address the fact that he had nothing else to say about Oregon's really poor performance.
So he deflected
to the fucking house burning.
All right.
It worked.
But no, I feel really bad about it because she was clearly spooked. Like, her and I were texting till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And so I was putting out, it was a warm night, but I was smoking black and milds back there, and I was putting it out in the garden box.
You were, yes.
But I didn't, I got rid of the butts. But the live flame, the ash apparently wasn't completely dead. And it went and seeped through the fucking soil and burned the wood.
Underneath?
It burned the wood.
It was
it was in flames.
Yeah.
No way.
So
it was not good.
If she decided to...
It wasn't like a small burn.
It was a on-fire garden box.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was...
That you discovered...
So when I got home, I was in bed at 12:30.
So you weren't home. You weren't there when it happened.
No. I got this text from Naoko, and
no way.
She's like, thanks for burning or almost burning our house down. You burned our garden box or something like that. I'm like, what? And immediately I thought maybe there was a small patch of the dirt that was just set on fire, but it was just not flaming, but it was just live. It was orange, right? And she goes, no, there were flames. The box was in flames. And she's like, I'm pretty spooked. I don't do well with fire. So I'm like, holy shit, I'm so fucking sorry.
You don't think she was exaggerating? You have a photo?
No, not
or
at
anything
all.
Like
She
that?
took a photo and showed it to me. The box was completely charred. I'm sure you have it.
Do you have a photo?
There was a big
We'll show it here on the podcast.
section of it.
No way.
Yeah. It was bad.
We'll show it on our YouTube at official IJMS.
Yeah, so that front, clearly it went through, it seeped through the dirt, and it set the front of that box on fire. And
that is Tinder at this point.
I don't know
of the
Naoko
year.
well enough that if she was telling me something that serious, if it was one of you guys, I'm like, yeah, fuck you, you're fucking with me. So I knew right away she wasn't fucking with me. And I just kept apologizing, and I'm like, what do you need me to do? These guys know I've been smoking this forever. We've probably had 2 issues.
Yeah.
Garbage disposal and then something else. But normally I'm pretty responsible with this shit where it's not something that's going to affect anyone.
Sure.
And I'm like, I feel like an idiot for being distracted enough that I was putting out live shit. And I'm like, how did you find this? And she goes, I decided after you guys left, and it wasn't even something she was planning on doing.
Yeah.
She decided to water the plants. If she had not decided to step out and water the plants, her entire house would have been fucking
up
on
in
fire.
flames. Yeah, and at that point, it would have been way too late.
Yeah, and
my
I'm
God.
pretty sure for an entire hour, I was just apologizing to her. I'm like, I feel so fucking shitty about this. I'm so sorry to ruin your night.
And this was happening at 1 o'clock in the morning when you're having this.
She was already done putting it out, but she was just she was up because she was freaked out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, I'm so sorry to ruin your night. I'm so sorry to traumatize you with this shit, something you don't do well with dealing with.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not, obviously, this is an accident. I'm so sorry. I just kept apologizing over and over. And I'm like,
and you're powerless to do anything at that point.
Yeah,
the damage is done,
like,
literally and figuratively.
Come back? What do I do if I come back? Nothing. I'm just gonna wake him up. I'm like, I can't do anything about the trauma that I've done. But I'm like, if there's anything at all, like maybe if I ruin some plants, I can replace those. If I ruin the garden box, I can replace those. You need me to fucking do anything with my hands, I'll do it, or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So the next day, she took a picture and sent me that, and I'm like, holy shit, that looks exactly like how I pictured it when you told me, because then I can picture the flames where the charred area was, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know, like, whatever it is that you need me to do, just fucking say it. I'll do it.
And she said, stop smoking.
No.
She
goes,
show me your butthole.
That'd be easier.